Hey guys, it's Melissa and I'm here to do another baby update. I am 21 weeks and like a day right now, so this update's actually going to be for week 16 through 20 because I didn't get a chance to upload a video pretty much in the entire month of December, or I mean after the beginning of December. So the last update I gave you guys was 15 weeks. So I'm sorry, we just had like a really crazy month with Christmas, and then I was really sick. I got a cold, and then that turned into a sinus infection and an ear infection, and then I got a flu, not a stomach flu, but like the flu where you get like cold sweats and like chills and headaches and stuff. I got one of those at the same time. I ended up taking 2 weeks of antibiotics, and it was just not fun. So I didn't really feel up to filming anything. And then we were out of town for a little bit after Christmas because we were getting the cabinets refinished in our house, and we didn't want to be in the house with all the paint fumes and stuff. So it's just been a crazy month. So I will try to do an update for week 21. Since I'm just in the beginning of the week, nothing's really changed, but that'll be like my next video. So this one's just going to be talking about mostly the stuff that's happened in the last month. So like usual, I have my phone with like a bunch of notes on it. So if I'm looking at it, that's why, because I wrote down everything so I wouldn't forget. So right now, baby girl is about as long as a carrot per the app that I have. So I don't know, like maybe like that long, a little bit longer. I'm not sure. It doesn't actually have like an inches estimate. It just gives you like fruits or vegetables to compare it to. I know because I had my big ultrasound that she is about a pound right now. At least that's what the ultrasound tech said, which is a little bit larger than average. But since they weren't 100% sure about my due date and stuff, like they said it's within like the normal range. It's just normally like a baby would maybe be like 11 or 12 ounces, and she just estimated that ours was growing a little bit ahead of schedule. So that's good news if that means that I get to deliver sooner. So I'm not going to complain about that. So about a pound, as long as a carrot, give or take. I mean, I'm going to guess that that's like this big. Other things going on. So cravings, I haven't really had too many cravings. I feel like recently I've been drinking like a lot of grapefruit juice and wanting grapefruit and pineapple and chocolate. I have eaten a lot of chocolate, but I don't know if that's actually like a legitimate craving or if it's just because we have so much chocolate left over from Christmas and it's like an attractive nuisance. So I just see it and I'm like, oh, I need to eat that. I don't know, but I have been eating a lot of chocolate. I told Jeff to hide it for me, so I don't eat it anymore. Aversions, I think I mentioned in my last video that I've been having an aversion to meat. It has slightly improved in the last, I don't know, like especially like the last week or so. I'm finding out that at this point it's mostly chicken I can't eat. And I don't normally eat red meat anyway, just so you guys know. So that's already kind of off the table, but normally I eat a lot of chicken and I just can't, I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste, the texture, nothing right now. I just don't want to eat it. So that's still going pretty strong, but I have found that like salmon and shrimp and like ground turkey have been okay. I made some tacos last week and the ground turkey was fine. So I'm just gonna start like slowly introducing things back into my diet and hope that eventually this weird aversion goes away. But I haven't really had many other aversions. It's pretty much just been that, just the meat thing. So I've been trying to get as much protein as I can. I've been eating nuts, and I've been eating some soy, like soybeans, and then I have these like, I don't know if it's soy or if it's another what type, whey protein or something. I'm not sure what it is, but I like those like Morningstar Farms breakfast, like I guess little breakfast sausage patties. So it's like a non-meat meat. It's got some sort of protein in there. Those have been staying down, so I've been eating some of those. So whatever that is, I've been doing. So I'm just trying to get more protein. I feel like my diet's been really high in carbs, at least compared to my normal diet. So hopefully I can get this all figured out and just start eating normally again, like normal for me anyway. And if not, well, then I guess I'm just like kind of semi-vegetarian for the rest of this pregnancy. We'll see how long it lasts. So my weight hasn't changed yet so far. So at 21 weeks, I haven't gained any any weight at all. I'm definitely looking pregnant. Like the last couple weeks, people, like strangers, have said things to me. I will put a clip of my tummy in the video right now so you guys can see what it's looking like. And this was shot this morning, so I am 21 weeks now. But I definitely am in maternity pants, and I definitely feel like I look pregnant. People are saying things, like there were some people at my office that I guess, I don't know, they didn't see it on Facebook or YouTube or anything, and they didn't know I was pregnant, and they came up to me at our meeting and they were like, oh, I didn't know you were expecting. Like, so I think all of a sudden I started poking out a little bit more, and I definitely am starting to feel pregnant. I can't lay on my stomach anymore when I sleep. I kind of do that uncomfortable side to side pregnancy turn thing with the pillow between your knees. I know other moms watching this, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So sleeping's starting to get a little uncomfortable, but I think for me, it's not really that it's uncomfortable. It's just that for me, normally I do sleep on my stomach. So it's just hard because now I'm constantly I feel like I'm constantly like rotating, trying to get in a comfortable position. It's just not my normal position. But it's not too terrible yet. I know it's going to get way, way, way more uncomfortable in the next 18 or 19 weeks before I deliver. So definitely not going to start complaining about that yet. So with my weight though, I'm not super concerned about it. I had gained about 10 pounds before getting pregnant. So I was like 10 pounds heavier than the year prior. So it's not like I felt like I needed to gain a ton of weight this pregnancy anyway. But going off of my past pregnancies, I don't tend to gain a lot of weight in the first 2 trimesters anyway. The most of it always, for me anyway, comes on at the end, and I could gain anywhere from 15 to 30 pounds between 25 and 40 weeks. And I know that my body just does that. And, you know, at the end, especially, it can be like water weight and stuff, and I just puff up sometimes. So gauging from my previous pregnancies, I'm guessing that starting probably in the next couple weeks, I'll start to put on some weight, and it'll probably be pretty rapid, just knowing that happens to me. So we'll see how it goes. You guys can let me know if I look definitely like bigger in my next video, but so far so good. Doctor's not concerned at all. He says the baby looks good, I look super healthy, so everything's going great. Some other symptoms that I've been having have been bleeding gums, like when I brush my teeth, which is super uncomfortable, and it takes a while to stop. Like I feel like I brush my teeth and then like my gums will bleed for like 10 minutes, and it's terrible. And I remember having that with my pregnancy with Gretchen, but it didn't start until like the very last trimester, so I don't know, I'm just having it a little bit earlier. Normally around this time, I'd start getting those really terrible leg cramps, like in the middle of the night. Again, experienced mamas out there, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. I think most pregnant women have that happen to them, where you just wake up in the night with like excruciating pain, and it's like in your calf usually. You get these like calf cramps. I don't know what causes it. I'm definitely taking my multivitamin still, so hopefully I don't have any like deficiencies or anything, but I do tend to get that during my pregnancies. I had it happen one time, but it wasn't really bad. So I've only had it happen one time so far, so that's actually pretty good. So we'll see how that kind of goes as the pregnancy progresses. If I can get away with not having very many of those experiences with the cramps, that would be amazing. I'm sorry guys if the lighting keeps changing in here. I have, I'm filming in my bedroom, and I have a window over here for light and then like a box over here, but because the clouds are going all crazy out here, we've had interesting weather, the light may change coming from this side, so if it does, I apologize if it's annoying. Some other symptoms is that my skin, which I believe I mentioned it in my last video, but that's kind of getting worse. I tend to get during pregnancy, it's like hormonal breakouts. It's almost rashy, and it's always on my chest and shoulders, and then like my upper back. And normally I don't break out really at all, so it's only with pregnancy. And it started later this pregnancy, but I feel like it's kind of progressively getting worse. So it's really uncomfortable, and it's almost like itchy. My doctor did give me a wash that has benzoyl peroxide, which he said is safe for second and third trimesters. But I don't really feel like it's doing very much, which is kind of unfortunate. So I just am dealing with these, like, I don't know if you guys can see, but just really terrible breakouts. Thank God they're not on my face, but it's still annoying regardless. And like I said, it's super itchy, which I don't know if that's because of the rash itself or if it's from the wash that my doctor's giving me to try to clear it up. I don't know. And I'm kind of scared to stop using the body wash now because I'm worried that like it'll get even worse if I don't. So I don't know. I'm gonna ask him about it during my next appointment. Another thing that's been happening to me in the last couple weeks, it's been, yeah, starting around Christmas time, I've been super out of breath. Like if I walk up or down the stairs, if I sound like I just ran a marathon. Like I'm just at the top of the stairs, like like trying to catch my breath. I don't really recall having that in previous pregnancies, so I'm not sure why it's happening this time, but it's super annoying. So I just try to avoid going up and down the stairs as much as possible. I'll try to like get ready in the morning upstairs and then grab anything that I think I'm gonna need and take it downstairs with me so that I'm not constantly like going up and down. Just because getting out of breath is super annoying. So that's been happening. If that's happened to any of you guys, let me know. It's really weird. My morning sickness has been, well, this was all day sickness for a long time. This is the sickest I've ever been in a pregnancy, just so you guys know. I've had morning sickness with all of them, but in varying degrees. And like I mentioned in my last update video, this time has just been so much worse. The last couple weeks though, it hasn't been as bad, like that all day nauseous feeling. Like I haven't been having that, which is really great. But what I've been having instead is that randomly, like all of a sudden, and when I was explaining it to a friend, I kind of explained it as like when a little kid gets car sick, but they tell you they're sick, but before they even finish telling you that they think they're gonna throw up, they threw up all over themselves. It's like that, like there's no warning. So basically, all of a sudden, without warning, I didn't feel nauseous. I'll get hit by a wave and throw up like within 30 seconds. And that's happened a couple times. I scared Jeff driving home one day. He was driving, I was in the passenger seat, and I threw up like all down myself, like out of nowhere. And it's just kind of shocking. Like I've never had that happen before in a pregnancy, but I think I prefer getting randomly sick like that to being sick all day, every day. So that, cause that was just so terrible. Like I felt like I couldn't do anything at all. Like my day, like I just was at home so much and I just wanted to crawl in bed and just stay there. So I'm definitely able to be out and about. I just have to carry like little car sick bags with me just in case I randomly get sick, which happens probably about once a week now. So we'll see if that subsides. It's definitely an improvement from me getting sick every day. But, you know, usually around this time, I'm done getting sick. I'm done with that part of the pregnancy. And this time it's just really holding on there. So I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't stay around the whole time. Baby girl is moving so much. I feel her tossing and turning and kicking and punching pretty much constantly. And that's been since about 16 weeks. So the last couple weeks I've been feeling her all the time. And I feel like she's really grown in the past couple weeks too. So maybe that's why all of a sudden I can feel everything now. Cause I feel like my stomach, like just one day was like, it just had grown, like doubled in size. So she's definitely getting a lot bigger and moving around a lot. So doctor said that that's totally normal for this stage, and hopefully she'll continue to be active the whole rest of my pregnancies. I remember when I was pregnant with Gabrielle, I used to go in all the time, like in my 3rd trimester, because I wouldn't feel her move for like the whole day. And they would do those, what's it called? NST tests on you, where they would like put the monitors and like check to see how many times in an hour the baby moved, and they'd give you like apple juice, and they would just monitor to see how the baby was doing. And I remember having like at least a dozen of those stress tests because I just didn't feel her move. But then with Gracelyn, that kid was like somersaults the whole time. I mean, she never stopped moving. And then Gwyneth and Gretchen were kind of just like in the middle with movement, but like it was consistent enough that I never had to go for like an NST or monitoring or anything like that. Like it was just Gabrielle. So this baby so far has been super active. We'll see if she continues to be super active, but it's kind of nice. Like it's, cause you kind of sometimes forget that you're pregnant. in the middle trimester because you start feeling a little bit better. So it's like a fun little reminder. Like I'll be doing stuff around the house and all of a sudden like she'll move around and I'm like, oh, that's right, there's a baby in there. Like it's easy to forget sometimes, like when you start feeling better, you know, and before you get super uncomfortable, because trust me, at the end, there's no forgetting that you're pregnant. Like everything you do, everything you think about has to do with how giant and uncomfortable you are. So I'm just kind of loving the fact that I get like that sweet little reminder that she's there and that she's doing great, without the uncomfortableness feeling that I know is coming sooner sooner rather than later. It'll probably be here before I know it and I'll just be waddling around. I haven't started waddling yet, at least I don't think so. That would be a good question for Jeff. So we haven't registered yet for baby stuff, but Jeff and I did go to the baby store. We have like a Bye Bye Baby out by us. And we did go to check out a few of the larger things that I'd done some research on online. So like stroller, car seat, like a pack and play we looked at a crib or a couple cribs. So some of the bigger items we're starting to like narrow down like what we want. I think we're gonna end up with an Uppa Baby stroller, which that wasn't really, I don't think the brand was around when Gretchen was born. So I didn't have any experience with them before. We had Bumble Ride before, but when we saw the strollers at Bye Bye Baby, that one seemed to be like the most awesome one. It had like this coolest car seat that comes with, that you can get, that comes with it. It's like the one that, you know, is recommended to go with the stroller. And it has this like automatic, like the base, instead of having to like tighten the latches, it automatically does it. Like you, like, I don't know, it's like amazing. Like I'll put, if I can remember, I'll put a link in the description box to what it is, like the car seat and the stroller, so you guys can see, but it's awesome. Like I was so excited to see, like the girl at the store like showed us how to install it in like 10 seconds and it just like blew our minds. Like Jeff and I were like, that's the car seat we want. No ifs and or buts about it. And then the stroller folded up really nicely too. And they come in a bunch of different colors. So I'm super excited. I think I want to get one of the girly colors. I think they have purple and pink as options. So we'll see. I'm going to go back online and look at all the different color options. They just had black in the store. But it was kind of fun to kind of narrow down some of the larger big ticket items. I did get an outfit for her, which is actually two outfits. And then we did get a couple other things, but I'm not going to show you guys all of that in this video because it would take forever. But if you want me to do like a full baby haul video of stuff that we've bought so far, which honestly isn't even that much, but just let me know in the comments below and maybe I will try to get one of those done next week and I'll try to get it up. But the outfit that I bought first, and oh my gosh, this is so cute, guys. So this is it. It actually comes with two shirts. So it's this little one with a bunny, and the bunny has like a little hair bow on it. And then this one has like a little bow on the back, and it goes with this little skirt. So the baby's gonna be born in May. So this is a newborn size, or 0 to 3 months. Yeah, 0 to 3 months. So it goes to like 8 to 12 pounds, which our babies are born like 8.5 pounds usually. So this should fit her from birth for like at least hopefully a month. But I thought this set was like the cutest thing ever. I love the green and gold, and I just think she's gonna be so freaking cute in it, and I just had to buy it. So this is like my first little like cutesy baby girl purchase. Jeff picked out, we love, so another tip for like moms, if you haven't had kids before, if you're pregnant with your first baby or thinking about having a baby, oh my God, get these. So when they're little, like firstborn, the best thing that you can do is have these little gowns, and they have like an elastic on the bottom. So instead of having to deal with zippers or worse yet, snaps, like those little onesies with the 18 million snaps that you're trying to figure out in the middle of the night, these things are amazing. They can't kick it off because of the elastic at the bottom. If you need to change their diaper, you can just lift it up and then you just pull it right down. And then the little sleeves, and this one does, most of them have this feature, but it has that little mitten feature that like folds over so they can't scratch themselves. Most of the ones I've seen, the little gowns have that now. But these things are amazing. So I always go with any of the kids, all the kids I've done this, like I try to find as many of these as I can. And I try to find the ones even that are like bigger sizes. Like there's, I think Carter's goes up to like 6 months or something, which is about as long as you, that's like stretching it with these, but at night, oh my gosh, they're a lifesaver, because to get up and have to do this instead of having to do like buttons or snaps or something is so much nicer. So these are like my favorite thing ever. So we'll probably end up getting some more, but this was one that Jeff found, and it has little arrows on it, and it's from Skip Hop. I don't know the brand Skip Hop, but it's a one size. So this is pretty much probably like, it looks kind of small. I mean, well, I guess if I'm holding it, it looks big if I hold it like that, but it's probably like newborn to like 3 months is what I would guess the size is. But they're amazing. Definitely look for these if you are pregnant and expecting a baby, because they're like one of my go-to items. So baby girl doesn't have a name yet. We did post on Instagram actually, like I think a week or so ago, and a bunch of you viewers did give us some awesome name suggestions. There were some really cool names on the list I hadn't even heard of, so that's awesome. If you have any name suggestions you can think of that start with the letter G, leave them for us in the comments down below. We do read all of our comments. There are a few names at this point that we are leaning towards, that we like more than others, but nothing 100% yet. So we're gonna try to figure out, probably the next month or so, like finalize what her name's gonna be. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas, definitely let us know. We're open to suggestions. So I think that's about it with what's been going on with me and the baby for the last few weeks. If you have any suggestions for video ideas that you'd like to see me do that are like pregnancy related or mommy related, don't forget to leave them in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.